I call it kimchi gratin. It's basically just vegetables that are baked in a really thick, creamy, cheesy sauce. And in today's case, we're going to use kimchi. You want your kimchi to be relatively drained, but not squeezed dry, okay? As long as it's not like sopping wet, it's fine, okay? Now, the next thing we need to do is make the cream cheese sauce base, okay? So here I have anchovies, 8 anchovies, plus 1 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. So start cooking these anchovies on medium-low heat, slowly, and then just break it up with the back of a wooden spoon. Now there, you can see that it's completely broken up. It's almost like a paste, right? Okay, we're gonna put heavy cream and plain whole milk yogurt into the mix. This is the base of the cream sauce, and the yogurt accentuates the sourness of the kimchi as well. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a grated garlic. Really importantly, we're going to add freshly grated nutmegs. Now, last but not least, of course, we're going to need our cheese. So here I have already measured out. So before you add all the cheese into the sauce, I want you to take out about 1/4 cup of it and set it aside. This is gonna be reserved for the topping. And then you can add the rest into the sauce and then give it a nice mix. Okay, so this is what it looks like after mixing. So now, what I'm gonna do is, really importantly, I'm going to mix about 3/4 or maybe like 2/3 to 3/4 of the mixture into the kimchi instead of all, because I want to reserve a part of it as the topping, the crust of the gratin, okay? And then I'm going to add that reserved extra cheese that I have into the rest of the cream sauce base. And then I'm just going to mix the kimchi. So here I have an oval shaped baking dish. And all I'm gonna do is just transfer all of that. And I'm just going to flatten it out, spread it out a bit. Put this on a baking sheet, just in case that it overflows during baking. And then in the oven it goes with 200 Celsius, fan on. And we're gonna bake this for about 35 minutes until it's completely bubbly. Got my gratin here. It just came out of the oven. Nice and partially charred and browned. And then I'm going to add that reserved cheese sauce on top. And then just simply scatter the thinly sliced SHISO. And then I'm going to add just a bit more freshly grated nutmegs on top. And this is going to bake under the broiler for about 5 to 8 minutes until it's completely browned and golden brown on top. Last thing is that once the cheese has melted, I like to brush just a tiny bit of toasted sesame oil. Then it goes back into the oven for just a couple minutes until it's completely lava-like. Oh my gosh, this just came out of the oven. And just look at that. Oh,